Right guys, when you're asked to simplify a ratio, you've got to look at the three numbers here, 15, 10 and 5, and decide which number can be divided into all three. So 15, 10, 5. 5 will divide into all three numbers. So I'm going to choose 5 as my number. So if I choose 5, I then divide 15 by 5 to get 3. I then divide 10 by 5 to get 2. And I divide 5 by 5 to get 1. So the answer is that ratio simplified down is a ratio of 3 to 2 to 1. Here's another example. It's always handy to start with 2. 2 should go into most ratios. So if I choose my number as 2 and I divide 2 into each of those numbers, I take 12 divided by 2 is 6, 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So my new ratio is 6 to 4 to 2. But I can divide by 2 again. So if I take the new ratio, this one, I can divide each of these numbers by 2. And if I do that, I get 6 divided by 2 is 3, 4 divided by 2 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So the answer is 3 to 2 to 1, because I can't divide that number down any further. So in the first example I used 5, in this example I've used 2. If either of those don't work, try 3. The second part of what you're asked to do is to share an amount by a ratio. So if you had an amount of £300 and you had to share that out in a ratio of 3 to 2 to 1, how do you do it? First thing we need to do is add the ratios. So if you add 3 plus 2 plus 1, not too difficult, you get 6. Secondly, you take the amount divided by the total, which is 300 divided by 6. 300 divided by 6 is 50. So 50 is 1 share. So if that's 1 share, this is 3 shares, this is 2 shares, and this is 1 share. So then I need to take the 50 and work out what each share is. So if 50 is 1 shares, 3 shares is 3 times 50. 3 50s are 150. So that's that bit. This relates to this. The next is 2 shares. Well, if 1 share is 50, 2 shares is 100. So that relates to that. And the last ratio is 1. 1 share we know is 50. So the answer then is a ratio of 150 to 100 to 50. So this guy here gets £150, this guy here gets £100, this guy here gets £50. So possibly first prize, second prize, third prize. To check it, add these three values up. 50 plus 100 is 150, plus 150 is 300, which was our initial amount, so we know we're right. I hope that's easy.